Perry High School. I'm Taylor McLaughlin.
And I'm Kevin McDougall, and this is the McMorning Show. How are you doing today, Taylor?
I'm hanging in there, Kevin. How are you?
I don't know. We've been sick. That's why we had to miss last week.
I know.
But,
horrible.
Yeah, we should talk about that flash mob that went
yes,
really well the week before.
from the last week.
Yeah, you were at the football game. How did it go?
I was. It was incredible, Kevin. I mean, everybody completely evacuated the student section and just filled like the walkway of the stadium. It was so cool, and for that 2 minutes, everybody froze. It was
so awesome.
It was so cool.
Yeah, I know we have some footage of that, and we'll get that up on there. Here it comes. Wow, look at that.
Isn't that amazing?
And I think that really just shows our pride in our school, the fact that we were all able to do something together like that.
I mean, look at all these people taking a stand and really doing it. It was just something so fun for everybody.
Yeah, I really thought that was a great idea.
And all these people that have no clue what's going on. Look at that girl pushing that kid.
I know. McKinley must have been shocked. Hopefully we can get that to be something that we do
When
often.
that many people take a stand and get involved in something, it really is just really neat.
Well, that's not the only thing we're doing for Perry Pride. We also were talking about getting an inflatable for the high school.
Mm-hmm.
How big did they say it was going to be?
It is going to be over 25 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Look at that. That would be huge. And I know teachers are already raising money for it.
How cool is that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, really.
So I think they're already paying money to wear jeans every week so that we can raise some money. So that'll be really neat, and they're thinking about putting that in the lobby for some events and.
You can use that really for anything, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use it for sports, speech.
Yeah, that'll be really neat.
It really will.
Well, we're both pretty exhausted because we've been ill these past couple days, but Taylor, I don't think getting over this awful flu is as tough as what some athletes have to do at Perry each and every day.
You have no idea. No idea. It is hardcore. I mean, what they do is just amazing.
So this week we went out in the hallways and interviewed some of you and asked what you thought the toughest sport at Perry was.
Take a look.
If you just picked up a sport and you never played before, golf is definitely the hardest sport to play.
I'd have to agree, Steph, but physically on your body, swimming wins that.
The sport I think is the hardest is softball.
The sport I think is the hardest is track. It's a lot of effort.
I think soccer is the hardest sport.
I think football is the toughest sport.
Football's easy compared to baseball.
I think that cross country is the toughest sport at Perry.
Well, here at Perry, wrestling is definitely the toughest sport.
Cross country.
Gymnastics.
Wrestling.
I think the toughest sport is wrestling.
Golf.
Probably wrestling.
Cross country.
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Absolutely tennis. Definitely tennis.
That crazy Sean, he's such an oddball.
He sure is.
But those weren't the only voices we actually heard from when it came to this question.
We actually took an online poll on our Facebook page, and we had over 100 people respond.
Oh yeah.
And the top 3 sports were actually cross country, wrestling, and soccer.
And the winner was wrestling.
Sure was.
Today we have 3 very special guests. We have Shane, captain of the wrestling team, Nick, the co-captain of the cross-country team,
and the very lovely Allie Smith, the captain of the girls' soccer team.
Thank you all for being here with us today, and today we'd really like to discuss what the tough sport really is. So we're going to start with you, Shane. Why do you think wrestling deserved to win?
Well, it's probably because we just work the hardest every day, all the time. It doesn't have to be season, preseason, off-season. Right after season, we're always working hard and conditioning and lifting and everything. It's just.
Well, you say you work hard all the time, and that's why you deserve it. But Nick, you're a cross-country runner. Do you think that we don't work hard all year round?
We definitely work hard, especially seeing as cross-country is the ultimate test of human strength and endurance. I think cross-country is the hardest.
Really?
And you know what? Allie Smith, you are the only girl on our show representing the women here.
Gotta represent for the
So why don't you tell us why you think soccer would be the hardest?
You know what? I gotta give it up to wrestling and cross country, but soccer, you know what, is a very intricate sport.
It is.
Using your feet, which is something that people aren't so, keen on, and I think that it is a very tough sport. You gotta have a lot of stamina, lasting, 80 minutes without stopping. So.
Do you guys feel that the 3 sports that were chosen as the top 3 were the 3 that deserve to be, or do you think sports like gymnastics and swimming and track and field, do you think they should have been replacing one of you guys?
I think all the sports at Perry are pretty tough, but
in their own ways.
Yeah, in their own ways. I think every sport's tough. So, I mean, it was up in the air for me, I guess.
Yeah. You know, one question that comes to mind is when you think of golf, the girls' golf team is going to state this year.
Yes.
And
that's a mental. That's mental. I mean, you can't just go out on a golf course and just pick up a club and be good. I mean, that takes a lot of mental work.
What do you guys think that mental toughness versus physical toughness? Do you think one's more important than the other?
Because your 3 sports would be more
all physical, but I mean, is mental a tough
mental is a big aspect. I mean, with wrestling, you have to go out against one person all on your own, with everybody watching you, and whip the crap out of it.
Cross country is also mental. It's cross country when it comes down to it. It's a lifestyle. You have to get in the mindset of a cross country.
Yeah.
You can't just go out there and run a 16 flat 5K. You have to think about it and get in the right mindset.
I think a common misconception though with soccer is that it's just kicking a ball around, and it's so much more than that. And there is a mental aspect of it with, you know, the entire game. You got to be focused on the game. So it's more than just going out and kicking a ball around. It's a lot more intricate than that.
And you know what? You guys all 3, your sports are a team sport, but really cross country and wrestling are more individual, really, because I mean you're on the mat alone and you're running alone basically, so it's like a team, but it's more individual preparing yourself, right? I mean,
well, cross country is more of a team sport actually. You work with a pack. You have your top 7 for varsity, and you have to try and run off those people, try and run as fast as you can all together. Because if you don't run together, you're not going to win meets.
Yeah.
And the wrestlers, they seem like you don't break them apart. They're a brotherhood.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're a family, and every person is important because at one point could decide how a meet goes, and so everybody's important. So we're team too.
Working as a team really, leads to success probably for all 3 of your sports. Do you think success equals toughness when we're rating teams, when we're looking at how tough these teams are? Do you think that toughness is equal to success? Because wrestling, I mean, is probably one of the most winningest sports that Perry has. Do you think that you guys deserve to be considered tough because you're successful or because of what you do?
And they deserve it though. They put so much time and effort into this sport. I mean, it's all year, right?
Yeah.
So is success and toughness, is that...
How do you feel about that?
That's part of it, that's for sure. Because, I mean, you're not... How tough you are is somewhat determined by that, because are you getting the job done? Are you?
Yeah. I think every sport here at Perry has a lot of heart and a lot of toughness, and well, congratulations to you 3 for being on all very successful teams and representing Perry well.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking a part in our show this week. It really meant a lot to us. We really enjoyed having you on our show.
Taylor, do we want to reveal what's up next for our next show?
I think that would be fun, Kevin.
Next week, considering that Halloween is on Saturday, we are going to be talking about paranormal activity at Perry High School. Ghosts and hauntings and interviews. So we're going to be talking about that, and that'll be really exciting. But in the meantime, we need you to check out our Facebook page, go on the discussion board, and tell us if you have any spooky stories about your own house or about any paranormal activity you've experienced at the high school. And once you do that, you may be able to get your responses on air next week. So that'll be a lot of fun.
And also, keep up with the hardest sport or toughest sport. We still want to hear your opinion on that. And
definitely.
Just keep it going.
Well, Taylor, why don't you end us today by telling them a little about that adventure you went on this week?
I sure did go on an adventure this week, Kevin. And let me tell you, I have so much more respect for the wrestlers at Perry High School.
Okay.
I can't even talk about it. It was the craziest thing ever.
Well, we're going to say goodbye for now, and we're going to leave you with some very interesting footage.
Very interesting.
I'm Kevin McDougall.
And I'm Taylor McLaughlin.
And this has been The McMorning Show.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to just walk